Hey guys, how's it going? This is Carl from Set for War Games, and today I'm bringing you my updated Infernoids. This is a deck that is very dear to me. I've been playing it on and off for the past 4 to 5 years, since release, since Duelist Alliance. I played it when it was terrible, when it didn't have any cards to actually start playing. But like I said, it's very dear to me, and it's a rogue contender every single format. And I thought this format, since the new ban list, I'd bring you a updated version. Okay, so first of all is your big boys, your 2 Anunku and 2 Deviati. A lot of people are cutting Deviati to 1, but for the time being, especially considering we're not sure where the format is right now, I like to keep it at 2. Next is the 2 Sitesimus. Busted banish removal card, always going to be played at 2. I believe I've seen odd builds that play 1, but 2's the generic number. 1 Atondale, it gets cut every so often, but I personally have liked to keep it the whole time at 1. 1 Sitesimus for our feast combo. That's it for the big boys. Moving on, 3 Decatron. Basically answers any card. Brilliant card. Deck would be very far behind without it. Next, this is a change, is 2 Antra, whatever. This is mainly for the Thunder Dragon matchup. Just being able to bounce a card makes things a lot easier. And one obs is 1 Harmadic and 1 Petulia. Monster removal and spell and trap removal. That's it for the Infernoid monsters in the main. Going to non-Infernoid monsters, we have 2 Lava Golem. This is simply because it dodges Monster Gate. It cannot be normal summoned a set, so Monster Gate will skip over it, and it's a half decent way of clearing the board. Put in mind controls, bring it back, link it away. Well, in game 2, sorry, you put in the mind controls. But yeah, in Infernoids it just makes a bit more sense than other decks to play this, just because it will dodge your Reasoning and Monster Gates. For your hand traps, just the 3 Gamma and the 1 Driver. Gamma, the same as Lava Golem, dodges your Monster Gate and Reasoning. Driver sadly doesn't, but it's a risk you have to take. That's it for the monsters. Moving on to the spells is the 3 Void Vanishment and the 3 Imagination. I don't think I need to do a explanation for these cards. They are the heart and soul of the deck, really. Let's just make some room here because, yeah, great camera. Right, so next is 3 Pot of Extravagance, because we don't really care too much about the extra deck, so we might as well. And 3 Dark Ruler No More. Great card, especially in a blind going second deck like this. Why not? And 2 Lair of Darkness. So I've cut out the terraforming, the metaverse, and the 3rd copy of Lair of Darkness, because it's come to be one of those cards that when you open it, it's great, but when you open it in doubles, it's a brick. So at 2, I believe it's great for those games that you do see it, and you should see it if your game isn't over straight away. Seeing it in your opening hand's great, but seeing 2 of it is just, it changes so much. It's just terrible, but at 2 it seems to be working really well. Next is 3 Monster Gate. We got this, not the ban list just gone, but the ban list before. Yeah, it's indirect support for Infernoid, so why not play it? And 2 Call by the Grave. I would like to play 3, but at the moment I'm having to look into deck space. To be honest, I believe I'm at a 44 or 45 count at the moment, so that should really be something that I look into changing, but That's going to take a bit of testing first. Next is the one reasoning, and that finishes off the spells. Moving on to the traps, it's a pretty simple 1 feast and 2 infinite impermanents. The infinite impermanents, it gets involved with something that I normally put in the side, but I feel like I just wanted a hand trap in there apart from Gamma, so I just threw these in for testing sake, but it's working out pretty well. That's it for the main. Moving on to the extra. 3 Tiara. Great card. Love Tiara. Popping cards, sending cards from deck, sending cards from extra deck, and hopefully it does resolve all effects. But even if it doesn't, linking it away as long as you put on, if it's an Infernoid monster, as long as you put it on board before Tiara hits the field. I've seen a lot of people do that misplay when they bring Tiara out first and they go, oh wait, I can't bring out another Infernoid, what can I do? Well, with that new link coming out, the Gravity, can't remember, Gravity something, you'll be able to get rid of this, but it's a very situational card, but for the time being this is how the deck is. It's 3 Tiara. Moving on, 3 Elder Entity for the popping effect. It's great. Next for that's it for the fusions. For the links, 2 Ecomax. Yes, OTK enabler. It's been putting in a lot of work for me, to be honest. And finishing off the links, we have 1 Apprentice, 1 Ablaze, 1 Doolittle. Like, these are just for the attributes, and fire because fire, and it's great in certain matchups. Lambda, it's a bit more live in this deck because we are playing Gamma. And Link Rebo for when our Decatron does get hit by a hand trap. And the last 2 is Omega because we can hard make it, or we send it off Tiara to shuffle a card back in. And Abyss Dweller because it hurts other decks. It does not hurt Infernoids. Infernoids are inherent summons, they don't activate. Abyss Dweller doesn't work on them. Please stop trying to Abyss Dweller me. I've got some cards that are not sleeved because I'm pro, that I'd put in the side deck. These would be 2 Void Feast, 3 Ballista Squad, and 3 Lilith. Again, this is for going first. Now, I'd also be putting in Trap Check to search these traps out, including the Infinite Impermanents. But they're just tips that I like to give on the side deck. This is something I like doing. And yeah, that's it, guys. That's my Infernoid deck profile. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be testing this out in the next coming weeks and see how it does, and I'll keep you guys updated if anything special does happen. Anyway, that's the end of that. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and as always, happy dueling.